Hello, and welcome to another Rouge unit of the week. And today we're taking a look at the SDKFZ 250/9 armoured recon vehicle, available to a variety of German panzer divisions. German SDKFZ 250/1 would first enter service in 1941. They essentially got on SDKFZ 10 and pretty much modified it a little bit, put armor plate and all of that good stuff, and boom, 250/1 would see the light of day. They would use this for all manner of roles. The main things were scouting, mobile command posts, forward artillery observers, something where you don't need the big fat 251 for such a role, something that's smaller and a bit more nimble to get around the battlefield. Now, of course, this was an open-top German vehicle. And when the Germans had such a vehicle, they like to put all sorts of weapon systems in it, and the 250 is no exception. One of them would be a 20mm autocannon version, the SDKFZ 250/9. This would be to replace the SPW 222, which was being used rather extensively on the Eastern Front, but was performing pretty poorly, just due to the fact of the rather terrible off-road conditions it faced with only a four-wheeled system. While the SDKFZ 250/9 performed much better and the slowget was known as the Eastern Front. In-game, the SDKFZ 250/9 is a 25-point recon vehicle available to 5th Panzer, Panzer and 21st Panzer divisions, and it has two weapons. So first up you have your standard 20mm autocannon with 100 armor penetration shells and 100 high explosive shells. 45mm penetration, 2 damage on pen, 1 km range, and a rate of fire of 103 rounds a minute. It's a pretty decent autocannon with some pretty good penetration to boot for something that shoots, you know, rapid fire. 45mm is rather nice. And then you got an MG34 machine gun. This is an armoured vehicle, so you have 25mm front armour, none on the top whatsoever, 10mm on the side, and 10mm on the back. And if we pop down to its miscellaneous stat, it goes 47 km off the road and 75 km on the road, very bad stealth and high optics capability. In battle, the 250/9 is pretty cool. It's not like in SD44 where this is just a support vehicle, so you can just bring up a cheap fire support autocannon. No, now it's a dedicated recon vehicle, which means you do get less of him now when compared to the SD44 numbers, comparatively speaking, when you also take into account just how much larger SD2 is. But it's still a good vehicle regardless, and I'd argue a really good vehicle now, just due to how autocannons work in SD2. As autocannons are really bloody good in SD2. With 1 km range, it's not as much compared to a regular tank cannon, it's halved if we want to be exact here. But that's still pretty good. You can snipe infantry and other soft targets from a rather long distance and, you know, shoot them up rather easy peasy. Got a decent amount of ammunition. Not a ton per se, but enough to get you through a firefight or two at least. Optics does help out when trying to spot stuff that you want to shoot, and when you shoot them it usually dies. And what's making autocannons also really lovely is just due to how the critical hit system works in SD2, as even if you're not penetrating an enemy vehicle, you can get some rather devastating crits such as tracks damage, sights damage, maybe getting the turret jammed up, which can all be rather beneficial when you're trying to blow up tons of Soviet T-34-85s and IS-2s and all that good stuff. Overall, it's pretty awesome. It's definitely a rather nice vehicle to have in one of the Panzer divisions that you can get it. 21st Panzer, 5th Panzer and Panzer Lehr, they're all pretty good options in all of those divisions, especially considering with a Panzer division, you're going to run an armoured vehicle to follow up your Panzers to be your reconnaissance, because we all know tanks are really bloody blind. And that's the only reason I'm really doing this vehicle this week is the number thing, so there we go. Guess what next week's unit is going to be. So, I'm going to leave it off at that. This has been another Rouge unit of the week. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And as usual, please just take it easy.